Want Glazers out. We want Glazers out. We want Glazers out. Glazers out. Man, these Glazers gotta go. This is what we're doing on Sunday. It is a protest. You gotta make your voice heard. And if you're a Manchester United fan and you care about the club, this is an opportunity to be in unison with other Man United fans around the world. Um, Even if you're not in the UK, this is your opportunity as well. So got my Glazers out scarf. I'm like really sending Glazers out energy out here from um, Boston, America, and Boston, Massachusetts, rather. And I want to just say, I encourage you as well to do the same. My name is Botona Papi. This is the Football Power Hour. Let's talk about it. Let's react to Ruben Amorim's press conference prior to playing Arsenal, and I feel like it's a very good moment to get a little bit of an insight of what he's thinking, his attitude towards the game on Sunday, and also the game on Thursday, I believe, because we play Real Sociedad on Thursday. So it's like, which one would you rather win, Thursday or Sunday? Which match would you rather win as a Man United fan, versus Arsenal and put a dagger in the title hopes, or Thursday versus Real Sociedad and go on to the next stage, the quarterfinal of the Europa League? Anyway, let's talk about it. Football Power Hour!
Winning it again for Manchester United.
Okay. Big up to Star Lord in the building, saying big up bots. Big up to Lucky, saying Glazers out. Yes, Lucky. Fan of Joshua Zexi, Alejandro Garnacho, Toby Collier, Christian Eriksen, Diego Dallo, De Ligt, Lindelof, Lucky, bombastic side eye, my friend. Bruno Fernandes, Harry Amasa, Onana. I agree definitely with Zexi. Check. Zexi got a, although I feel like he's been playing too much, Well, you want him to keep the form going, to keep the confidence going, get as many touches of the ball as possible. So go ahead. You start Xerxes, right? Or do you start Chido? The thing is, you need a fresh Xerxes as well for Thursday. So anyway, we'll talk about this in more depth, obviously, in the preview, because I don't want to focus on that right now. But there's a question that is emerging in my mind. Do you continue playing Xerxes in the hopes that he keeps up his red hot it's not red hot, his warm to hot form, let's say that, and hope that it gets to red hot levels, Or do you go ahead and say, listen, Chido, we got nothing to lose, let loose. Matter of fact, start your Premier League career versus Arsenal and score a goal, Chido. What do you do? Incredible dilemma that Ruben Amorim has to face. But Toby Collier, I agree. Garnacho, obviously, as long as Garnacho is playing, Arsenal will not have a clean sheet. I feel like if Garnacho is not playing, we are in trouble. Because David Raya might as well just bring a newspaper, bring his Instagram, TikTok, and just chill. Because there's not going to be a lot of testing for David Raya, especially if we don't have Alejandro Garnacho. So Eriksen, Diogo Dallo, I think those are fair options, even though Dallo needs to rest really. But De Ligt, Lindelof is the part that I was like, what? De Ligt should be the player that should be our future captain, honestly. I can get that feeling every time I see him play. He's getting more and more assured, getting a little bit. Personally, I hope. Imagine if Harry Maguire was not available for a couple of weeks and let De Ligt really settle into that central center back position. That is what De Ligt needs. And he's ready. He's experienced. It's just Maguire is out here hampering De Ligt settling into the um, into being the pillar, the field marshal of the back line. That's how I feel anyway. But Maguire is also a leader. No disrespect to him. He's also been important to our club. Especially of late, especially after he got rid of all those like errors that he used to cause constantly. They still come every now and then, but not as constant. So that's nice to see Maguire's turnaround. Big up to H Don in the house, Doctor in the buildings. Hey yo, hope Ramadan is Ramadaning, and more importantly, I hope that you're feeling better, Doctor. Rashford, Rasmus Hoyland replaced by John Philip Mateta. Yeah. Lucky. If I see you, Lucky.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
You really want Mateta? I get it. Mateta he's good, but really, is he what we should be going for at Manchester United? Let me just double check. Maybe because like I might not because as far as I know, Mateta is way past 25, 26. Let me just check his age. If he's closer to 30, man, it's like, come on, let's leave Mateta alone. I like my brother. He is 27 years old. Very tough, Lucky. Very tough. 27. Because he can give you a good 4 years if at all it turns out fine. You know what? It's now or never for a player like Mateta. Let me say that. Okay. This summer or never. And initially I was on the camp of never. But after double checking his age, because I thought he was closer to 30 than 27. I knew for sure he was above 25. But he's 27. He's right at that moment where he's entering his prime. He's ready for the biggest contract of his career. And we might as well, right? Let's see how his stats are looking like this season. 12 goals in the Premier League. Sign him up. Sign him up. 12 goals in the Premier League. So he's got 14 GA this season. And last season he had 21 GA. If that's not how you spell growth / consistency, I don't know how you spell it. Mateta has actually been improving since 2023, 24. In 2022, 23, he had a stinker in the Premier League, but at least you can tell from the last season and this season that he is on the rise, and this is the best moment to get him. So big up, first of all, big up to you, Lucky, for that suggestion, because I like him, but I didn't really do a deeper look at him like that right now. So yeah. The Braves in the building says big up to Chad, big up the host, big up the weekday. It's Friday. Yo, let's big ourselves up for getting to Friday. It's a blessing. It is something we shouldn't forget and take for granted. So big ourselves up for that, man. Hit the like button for yourself as well. Okay, all right. Let's get to the reason why we're here, which is to hear what Uncle Ruben. No, I shouldn't call him Uncle Ruben because that's Casemiro's title. Uncle. Brother Ruben. Ruben gives older brother vibes, All right, here we go. Boom. Ruben had a press conference a few hours ago, maybe an hour ago. Yeah, it was uploaded an hour ago. And he's talking about Arsenal. And let's hear what Ruben's got to say.
That's a good job you reminded me.
Matter of fact, also let me share the link in the chat to anybody that want to join in on this. Not planning for it to be longer than another 15 minutes or so. So here we go. Let's hear what Ruben got to say.
Yes, we now take some questions under embargo for.
Okay, questions. Harry Maguire and
Ruben, good catch that. With team news, any chance Harry or Manuel can make Sunday? Do you think for Arsenal?
I don't know. We need to survive Sunday. The team was so tired.
The way he was shaking his head, it was a no, but he said, I don't know verbally. Non-verbally, he was saying no. These guys won't be here. And he just dropped a bombshell right there in terms of outlook. He says, we need to survive Sunday. He just renamed the chill along to the survive along. On Sunday, Man United versus Arsenal. I invite you to the survive along. Yeah. That's how we survive a series, says the phrase. Survive a long series. Exactly. So yeah. So if your boss is telling you, don't go out there and embarrass yourselves like PSV did. They shipped in, they collected 7. You guys gotta collect a lot less. Half of that, if anything. 2-0, if anything. You know? Does it sound defeatist? Maybe, but it's also realist in terms of where we are in our current situation. With the squad is thin. The squad is thin. The biggest game really is versus Real Sociedad. We saw how we started in the first leg, and then on is it Thursday? I want to make sure that I keep referring to Thursday and it's the right date. Man United versus Sociedad is happening on Thursday, second leg at Old Trafford. We have to make sure we get a result there. So there's just so much. And I really like that Ruben said this, because there was also this rhetoric that was building that he said, oh, he doesn't prioritize Europa League, but I think the larger point of what he was saying earlier on this week was that, like, our problems are bigger, are deeper than just winning a trophy, focusing on winning a trophy. We need to just change the or rather redo the foundation. That's the word. Renovate the foundation. That's the word I was looking for. So so survive Sunday series.
Tired in the last 20 minutes, and we have to prepare Sunday and then think about this important game for our season on Thursday. But in this moment, I don't know.
You mentioned Rasmus, for example.
He also called it this very important, most important game on Sunday.
Chido, of course, couldn't play in this game. Is he someone you could think about potentially starting on Sunday against Arsenal?
Everybody can start. If they are training tomorrow, if they play today, they can be ready. And Chido is on the list, so he can play.
And just ask one.
I can't read his body language there. It is so yeah, it's so ambiguous. ATS says reinvent was the word. Actually, reinvent the foundation. Yeah, we need to uproot everything, because renovate can be light renovations, and that's papering over the cracks. But like, I know, redo, But my lord, this is so ambiguous by Ruben. I can't tell if he says Chido is on the list. Anybody can start. Big up to Javid, big up to Wajid as well in the building. I can't read this one.
From me, you mentioned the
I don't know what you think. Did you give a clue on Chido starting? The logic says he should. Definitely Hoyland needs to sit down. Definitely Xerxes needs to be involved, but not the whole time. You cannot play Xerxes the whole game, because we need a fresh Xerxes on Thursday. Like, give him a good 70 minutes, 75 minutes, maybe 65 minutes, just like give me your best Xerxes. Go crazy. Go. This is Arsenal here. We got to make sure that we give Saliba and Merino, Declan Rice, that whole like lineup of bounces. We need to make sure that we give him problems. So yeah, I'd say a good 65 minutes of Xerxes, and then the rest can go to Chido. Or do you just start Chido and put Xerxes in at the end? Big questions. Chido will be playing against Lightbulb FC, says Will. Facts. That's funny. Lightbulb FC. I haven't heard of that one, but I understand it. It's funny. Big up to Will as well. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, Obi and Ganache should be impact subs, says Ja. All right.
Team being a bit anxious to score goals. What can you do in the time when you're training to kind of ease that anxiousness? What can you do on and off the pitch to solve
No,
that?
you just have to sell them the idea, these movements that we did sometimes today. We have to work on and to show the image. But in the end, they have to score. If they score one, it's going to be so much easier. So they need to score.
Man, I was just keep on saying that yesterday. I was saying that all we need to do is just see Hoyland score one goal. The weight will be lifted. If you saw Zexi went up another level in terms of confidence after he scored that goal. I promise you, we shall start seeing. I'm not saying he's going to score every game or every other game, but there will be a new level that he's entering. And I just feel it. I feel it deep in my bones. Big up to Will again by saying that the Arteta light bulb trick. That's why I call Arsenal light bulb FC. Yeah, here's a light bulb, guys. Here's a light bulb. It's funny, that trick will never get old. He used the light bulb trick. He also used the playing Enfield ambience in the training ground. Yeah, I don't know if Ruben is capable of such drastic measures,
Needs to score the first one.
Maybe he might need to, though.
Simon.
Hi, Ruben. Are you expecting to have anyone back available for this match?
I don't know. I don't think so. So we'll see.
Have you ever had to deal with such issues in your career?
I don't know. I don't think so. So we'll see. So ambiguous. All right, let's hear what he says about the protest.
Rob.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Ruben, there's quite a big protest planned around the game on Sunday. Obviously, you've had to deal with quite a lot of turmoil already at the club. Does the things that are happening outside the club, like a protest before a big game against Arsenal, does it make your job more difficult, do you think?
No, I think it's for everybody in our club is a really tough moment. It's everything at the same time. The only thing I can do and our players can do is perform well and win. People have the right to protest. I think it's a good thing to do that. It's part of our club. Everybody has a voice, but our job.
Hey, everybody has a voice. It's important to do that. It's part of our club. It's great that he encourages that because it shows his honesty is a little alarming. I thought Ralph Rangnick was honest, but damn. This guy has emotional honesty. It's not logic. Ralph was more logical honesty, if you get what I'm saying. Like a cerebral type of honesty, but Ruben is like corazon type of honesty. It's from the heart. and because I don't know if other managers would have said, Oli, imagine this question being posed to Oli or to Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag would definitely have a very different response, but Ruben has a way of phrasing words that just makes you feel like, yeah, he means every single word that he's saying, he's speaking. It's not processed or thought about or media trained response per se, if you get what I'm saying. Big up to Bath Time as well. Says, anything interesting being said, boss? Just in between meetings at the moment, Ruben Amorim just pouring the honesty bucket on us, bro. Amorim hates the honest ownership. I read between the lines, says Will. Yeah. Otherwise, he would say he'll try and calm the fans down, say focus on the game. I don't know. There's other ways he could have gone about in his response and be like, listen, we need the support of the fans behind us, blah, blah, blah. Right now, he's saying disrupt the game if you have to. I'd rather not play, to be honest. Ralph Rangnick was an enemy of football. Don't compare him to Amorim. How is Ralph Rangnick an enemy of football? That is a very scathing remark there, Bath Time. EOF. Enemy of football. I've heard of enemy of progress, but this EOF is a new one. Why would you call Ralph Rangnick an enemy of football when he's somebody that definitely knows how to put a team together? Did you not watch Austria? What is Bath Time on? I need an explanation, bro. Ralph is correct, says Lucky. Will says, let's get Ruben a green and gold scarf, right? Right. Wait, what he's wearing there is, what color is this? I'm colorblind, guys. Let's zoom in. Okay, there's a little bit of, is it yellow or is it gold? There's yellow-ish gold, green. Read between the lines, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yo, do you guys see this? Oh, am I reaching? Guys, there's a little bit of like glazes out. It's thin. On the corner, right? You see what I'm saying about reading between the lines, Will? I can read those lines. anyway, let's continue with what he says about the protest. But
my job is just to improve the team, give them something in this moment because they deserve it and they are amazing. So we will see on Sunday on Thursday.
James.
Ruben, you said obviously we have to survive on Sunday. Arsenal about 2 more days rest, obviously coming off a huge win. Is this like the worst sort of fixture you could have at this moment in time? And is it just about getting out, just getting through it?
Yeah, any fixture in Premier League, every game is really important. In our moment, we need to win. It's always a problem when we don't win. So we have to focus on everything at the same time. I think the biggest problem is not to have all the players because in the beginning people talk about our rotation.
You won't always have all the players, Ruben. I don't know if that point is a very strong point, but okay, let's I will allow it.
Actually, in Europe, we were changing all the time. Is because of this, because it's really hard. And Europa League is so much harder, in my opinion, than Champions League. Not the games, but the recovery to play Premier League on the weekend. So
okay, we agree on that one. Playing on Thursday, and then from there you got to play by the weekend is a little crazy, to be honest.
We have to deal with that.
And the problem is because you've got such a big game on Thursday, there's that. You don't want to drain all the players.
Yeah,
you're not going.
One thing at a time. We'll think about Sunday, and then we will see.
Chris.
Sorry, Ruben. I think we asked you about 2 weeks ago about Mason Mount and Luke Shaw.
The Musketeers. Which reporter remembers that Mason Mount still plays for us? I forgot about Mount, That. Yeah. Mason. Is Mason from Missing? Maybe his name was just Missing Mount, and then because of accents and stuff, somebody said, "Oh yeah, his name is Mason," but when it's actually Missing Mount. It's kind of very, very close, if you get what I'm saying. Lucky, by the way, said if I'm a manager, we need to learn how to do the basics first. Facts. The basics. How do we build up from the back? How do we, do if all the pressing options are closed? I think Chido could actually. You remember when Chido came in? I think on his debut, Onana tried to force a long ball at him. Was starting to use his physicality, and let's not forget he's a big. Small boy, if you get what I'm saying. And we need to learn how to, either, I bet he's probably, if we try a few times, he could probably learn how to retain some of those long balls better. And maybe we might finally get to see Onana's distribution, because right now that thing has been a myth. I don't know if you guys saw the grades from yesterday, by the way. This is what we came up with, my discussion with Bali Tech, and we said Onana's distribution thing was a myth. They sold us a myth, and these are the grades. Let me know if you agree or disagree with them. And also please kindly hit a like and check out that stream as well, the Man United versus Real Sociedad versus Man United match review. Big up men like Kenny in the house. What's up, Kenny?
Oh, what's good, Papi? Hope you're doing very good.
Oh man, I'm all right. We didn't lose,
Yeah. It's a decent result. I mean, we should have been at least 3-0 or 4-0 up. To be honest, I think we were just wasteful overall last night.
I don't know about the nil part. I agree with you. Maybe 3 something. They should have also scored 1 or 2 chances. That Onana save was
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah, yeah. After the penalty, they had like really good chances in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. So it could have gone like both teams should have scored, and if Real
Yeah, yeah,
Sociedad were more
yeah, 100%.
clinical, and if they were much faster and more physical, they would have capitalized on Casemiro being there. Casemiro looked good in that game, and that's something that will go under the radar because for me, I feel like Real Sociedad was actually very, very, very like lacking that pace to capitalize on the weaknesses of Casemiro,
Mm. They weren't that
especially
great, to be honest.
yeah,
They weren't that great in their own league this season, to be honest. If them missing Zubimendi is key, to be honest.
yeah.
But next week he will be available
Ah,
against us. Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately. Um, bro, let's hear the last little bit of this press. I was about to get to the end of it anyway. I want to hear what he has to say about
Yeah.
I think we asked you
Mason Mount and Luke Shaw.
about 2 weeks ago about Mason Mount and Luke Shaw. Do you think we'll see them again this season? And are there any other players apart from Lissandro and Ahmad who you think we won't see again this season?
No, I think it's just Ahmad, and even Ahmad we'll see in the end of the last month. It could be. I don't want to say nothing to, but I have the hope to have Ahmad before. We'll see. Lisandro is out. Kobe can
Yes, Ahmad. Please. We need
return.
Ahmad.
Have Ahmad before. We'll see. Lisandro is out. Kobe can return. Kobe and the rest is why we have to be careful. Manu will be return. I think Luke Shaw and Mason Mount can return also. We'll see.
So if you reach the final, hopefully Ahmad possibly will go about.
Let's talk about Sunday. We'll see, but they definitely are going to return, especially Mason Mount.
Nice. Well, here we go. Mason Mount, here we go. We just signed him. Here we go. He is starting again. His Man United career. Hey,
This criminal man.
Doctor,
It's
please tell us why has Mason Mount not prospered at Man United?
He must be faking injuries, bro. I'm convinced he must be faking injuries.
Is it possible to fake injuries this much and this long? Like, I don't, Shiv, bro. I really don't understand, man. Like, if we just look up how many minutes he's played all season, him and Luke Shaw, bro, I bet it's less than 4 games, cumulatively.
I believe the last time he started was in the Europa League was it during the group stage or something?
Bro,
I think I
you may
believe
be
that was the
right.
last time he started.
Yeah. In the Premier League this season, Mason Mount has had 237 minutes.
Yes.
237. Lord. If I take a calculator, divide 237 by 90, that's 2.6 games. So less than 3 games. Wow.
So he basically gets injured after 3 games. After every 3 games.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that. It's crazy to think that Mason Mount.
The fact is that like Mason Mount perfectly fits in that system. That is the most damning part that I really really have to say about Mason Mount.
Yeah, he would be a big Amorim player had he stayed fit. He could have that ability. That's what you're saying, right?
Hello, everyone.
Big up,
Yeah, go
Doctor.
on.
Big up, Courts as well. But we were talking about Mason Mount. Big up, guys. Yeah, Mason Mount, and Sashev just said a brilliant point that like he would have been somebody that would thrive under Ruben Amorim's system.
In that left or right 10, that's a perfect player profile.
for those positions.
What a
It's
waste.
annoying because it's a waste because when he plays, he's got high intensity. So he's a very good presser. He's good in decent on the ball in those tight spaces. Not like the best, but would be definitely one of our options in a 10 if he was fit.
The work rate that we would have.
100%.
Imagine
100%.
having an Ugarte in there, a Bruno, a Mason Mount, three
And
players.
imagine if you had like Mason Mount right 10.
Yeah.
Ahmad right wing back and Ugarte as that right midfielder.
Yeah.
That's just intent.
You could actually afford to play Casemiro as well, just because the work rate just around those people, they cover so much ground that it's gonna be a very, very intensive midfield. Man, Mason Mount is such a disappointment. Yeah, honestly. But if you put Uncle Miro aside and have, say, Ugarte, Bruno, Mason Mount, and Xerxes, you actually have a decent four in the number 10s and
you're playing around. You're kind of protecting him a bit. He's one of the if you look at it for what we paid for him, for giving him the number 7 shirt, the fact that he was available on a free the next summer, horrendous transfer.
Yeah, that was that was daylight robbery by Chelsea. They knocked us. But anyway, let's hear the last little bit again of this press line. Hold on.
Hi, Ruben. Is there any way at all you can rotate and freshen up for Sunday? Because obviously Thursday is such a huge game; it takes priority over Sunday.
Yeah, but when you are in this kind of club, you cannot think like that with a small squad in this moment. So we are trying to see all the players that are fresh and are not in danger of to get an injury. Even that we have to risk a little bit, but we have to be competitive on Sunday.
Last question, Samuel.
Just on Mikel Arteta, he dealt with some big players at Arsenal, had to get them out of the club and make some big decisions, and he's made Arsenal a big force again. Do you see some similarities with what you've got with at Manchester United in the way you have to go about the job?
I don't feel that. I will not have the time that Arteta had. I feel that it's a different club. We just need to survive the players on Sunday and me during these games. I think it's a different club. I think in that aspect, the way Arteta dealt with that is an inspiration for everybody. I will not have the time like Arteta had.
Well,
100% facts.
It
100%
shows managers
facts.
have a WhatsApp group, Some of them can be like, yo, Arteta is crap. He's had a long time at Arsenal. They probably have their own little communication thread where they analyze even other coaches. But I like that.
It's true though.
It's true. Yeah.
It's true. Because what Arteta, if you want to say it was 8th the first half season that he had, and then he was 8th again, then 5th. There's no way that Amorim in that sort of time. He's got a 2.5-year deal. I think he still runs out at the end of in a couple seasons time. So he knows that he's not going to get the time to go 8th, 5th. He needs to get better than that quicker. So
is it that, or is it what Ika and Lucky are saying, that why does he sound like he's ready to walk? Are you guys picking that up, Will and
no, I think he's just being realistic. Listen, no manager's really walking away from a club. The payout that they get, you're not walking away from I'm gonna guess here, none of us, if we get relieved of duties at work, is getting a 10, 15, 20 million pound payout. Maybe Dr. NHS, because I know.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Minding my own damn business. What did I
You
do
heard?
here?
No, Courts is making the point that if Ruben gets sacked, it's not the end of the world for him. Or if he walks away
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
it's
Like
Yeah, I don't see him walking
and
though.
he'll
Just
get a
because
job
that
again.
yeah. It's the same way Ten Hag's not like going, oh, I need to find a club because there's been clubs going in for him. But he's like, well, I might as well get paid the same that I'm gonna get paid right now. Cool. Like I'm a big fan of American football, and you see coaches, head coaches, they get fired, and then when they get after they get fired, they kind of can take assistants jobs like offensive or defensive coordinators, but they purposely don't get head coaches jobs because they know that they're going to get the big payout where they lose their payout from their contract as soon as they become a head coach again. So I don't see
yeah,
him going.
yeah, yeah. Interesting, Kenny. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just being. I think Amram is just being a lot, realistic about this team this season. I remembered, I watched it. Like, was it two streams ago? I was watching. Was it like Joe Blackman who hosted that show? Then it was that game before we drew against Real Sociedad. Then he was saying something about having like a long a bigger picture, like other than the Europa League. So what I'm hearing from the last few days till now, he's been very honest. He's been a lot transparent to this fan base. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just the fan base. They just get rattled for no reason, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. It is true. I just feel like his honesty is a little bit too. I'm starting to wonder who's more honest in your opinion between Ralph Rangnick and Ruben Amorim, because like this guy feels like he's
I
speaking
think
from.
both, Papi.
Yeah.
I think both of them are honest.
But like yeah, man. Anyway, I hope his honesty doesn't cost him at the end of the day. Um, yeah. Last question, by the way, before we wrap up the stream is like, should Chido Obi start? That's the big dilemma that I was having at the beginning of the show, and I want to,
I'm
ask you.
saying bring him on. I think starting is probably slightly too much for him right now, if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
But I'm saying bring him on second half, 30 minutes to go, and let him score the winner.
Okay, come in as a sub.
And
Doctor.
I've been saying this. We're winning
Yeah.
2-1. Bruno and Chido on the score sheet.
Wait, what? 2-0? Where are you saying
2-1.
2-0?
2-1.
Or 2-1?
2-1.
Okay.
2-1. Bruno and Chido winner.
Imagine.
That's a very optimistic scoreline. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so optimistic. And you know I have to be because I know too many Arsenal fans not to have to try and clutch onto Saturday right now.
Courts, this is the team that just won 7-1 in the Champions League. You're saying we're gonna beat them 2-1.
Yes, I am saying that. Is that out of more hope than expectation? Yes, but I'm a fan.
I need your guys' phone number, all right, Courts? Because my guy.
No. I'm drinking water. What is it like? CM Punk says straight edge. That's me, boy. No alcohol.
Oh yeah,
no
straight
drugs.
straight edge society.
my delivery guy is fired. It's sitting in him like Courts. Big up, Courts. Doctor, what are you saying? Do you agree with Courts? Like, should he come in as an impact sub with Chido, or should he start? Like, Courts is thinking about it from Chido's perspective too much. What do you think from him? What's best for Man United right now, or for Ruben Amorim? Or Kenny, because since you're unmuted, Doctor. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Should Chido Obi start? Yeah. To be honest, off the bench, in my honest opinion, maybe after 50 minutes. Yeah, I think most likely it's going to be the same forward line. But like I would like to
No,
make.
rotation is important. It can't be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah. I was saying no. I was saying
Yeah,
because like our attack is thin. We don't even have like any options. So
yeah.
our attack is gonna be pretty much the same. But in midfield, I will start Collier. I'll start Collier and Casemiro.
Okay.
Then my back three will be yeah, I think this is gonna be. I think this one you won't agree. I'm gonna start Maguire, Euro, and Lindelof.
Victor Lindelof, Mr. Confidence on the floor, Lindelof. Kenny is playing around, But fair enough. Yeah, we do need like to preserve Lenny Euro. So I agree with that. But Lindelof though, right? I had to send in him. Um Big up to also Overhead Kick TV, by the way. Shout out to you, my broski, and Reber as well in the house. Reber says what he does is giving the fan base hope, and we all know the league is done for us, says Reber. All right, Doctor, are you here with us? Doctor NHS. You're gonna give me the Glazer treatment. Acting like a Glazer. Doctor's just silent. Yeah, we forgotten Haven, man. Haven is also a very tall player. We need to, because Arsenal is a bouncers FC. They're all just huge, tall, except for Saka, of course, and Trossard. But like most of them are just like tall guys. So you need all the physicality you can get for the corners, for the set pieces. So, Lindelof, we know Lindelof is easy to dunk on, Kenny. That's why, like I said, Bindu, like, anybody can score a header versus Lindelof. And why do I have a flashback of him under Eric Ten Hag not jumping? Was it Porto? Which game did we play? Whatever, that game. It was this season, though. Somebody just, headed the ball over Lindelof, and it was quite easy the way they did it. So, versus Arsenal, it is a big liability to have a player like Lindelof. I would go Lenny Euro, Maguire, and De Ligt. Of course, I like De Ligt to have his rest, but like he doesn't have to play the whole game. You can rotate after like 60 minutes, just 1 hour. A big up to Young Puppy in the building. Say, yeah, anything positive said about Lindelof is criminal. Yeah. I'm sorry, Young Puppy also agrees. Dr. NHS is probably watching our AFTV. Let's try one last time before we wrap up. Doctor?
Yes, sorry about that.
It's okay. Question is, who are you supporting on Sunday?
United, of course. Y'all can go. I'm trying to be good. But
it's Ramadan. Please do not cuss.
Ramadan.
You're about to cuss us out on Ramadan.
Yes.
No,
you people will be baiting me out.
Well, isn't life full of temptations, the trials and temptations?
Tribulations. Yeah.
Whatever. Tribulation. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, anyway. The question that I was asking you earlier on is, should Chido, what was it? Was Chido starting first or like coming in as an impact sub?
I think if anything, he can come in around like the 50th minute, and then from there, you know what to do.
Okay.
We can take advantage of Arsenal,
Yeah,
I mean, even though they won 7-1 on Tuesday, I feel like United should be slightly better than PSV. So we can take advantage. They don't have a known striker. At least we have three. One of them is a spirit squad, Dolph Ziggler type person. So, and Garnacho, if he decides to like listen and pass the ball, can score some goals or help assist. So But we also have to notice we don't have Rashford, who plays in big games. We don't have Anthony, who also scores in big games. So we have to just pray and hope.
Hope and pray, FC. Well, we will be there on Sunday, and it's going to be, as Ruben Amorim coined it, the survive along. So
Yeah.
we shall survive.
And do you know what?
Uh,
Sidebar, I actually am starting to like him a little bit more because he just takes the facts as is, and I like it. I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
I don't mind him paying some
like
stuff.
you like his honor. You don't think like he's being too transparent to them, because he doesn't have to be.
No,
you
no.
know? Like, say for example, the thing with Garnacho. You don't need to be telling the media that Garnacho is gonna go buy the team dinner. Like Garnacho, you know what I mean? He came to me.
I thought that was funny.
You know,
I thought that was funny. I thought that was all right. You know.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes I'm conflicted. Sometimes I feel like, no, Ruben, you don't need to be like trying to be a media darling at the same time. Just rule with an iron fist if you have to. Because you remember Ten Hag had the moment where he started becoming really stern, and like I think second season Ten Hag press conferences were very different.
He probably is ruling with a hard fist, but not the hard fist that we think. He's probably, because don't forget, he's 40. He's a couple years older than half of these men. Him and Johnny Evans, the age difference is 2 years. Tom Heaton, 2 years. So you can't really be doing too much, you know? So he's old enough to be some of them's older brother or young uncle. I don't know.
I hear it. I think let me involve Courts one last time. Big up Courts.
What's going on? I was just calling to say, why did you move? Were you like, right, Courts can't be next to the doctor, I have to be next to him? Is that what you're thinking?
I was like, no.
That power play. Be like that strong dap, like, yo, I'm watching you, bro. No, I was gonna say, I don't mind his honesty, because towards the end of Ten Hag's tenure, he was getting on my nerves with the press conference where he would be like, everything's fine. We're doing good. We've been successful. And you're like, have you seen what's going on? Like, I'd rather someone tell me the truth, and too much of the truth, than be lied to.
That is a bar.
Because what we're doing as fans is we're doing Ten Hag lied to us too much, but now Ruben's telling too much of the truth. So which one is it? Which one do you want?
We don't want. We want truth, but not too much truth, and we also don't want lie. You know?
So don't lie to me, but then don't tell me the truth. So, or too much of it. But it is what it is anyway. I'll end the stream. Like and subscribe, people.
Overhead Kick TV really wants the link, bro. Like I was about to end the stream, you know. Young Puppy says that defensive play from Boss was better than anything I've seen from United in a long time.
That zonal marking.
So
if we had you defending, then we wouldn't have conceded that goal against Fulham. The way you sniffed out the danger there was no danger to sniff.
Get out of here. This guy. Big up, Cuddy. Brother, the goals will come when Rashford was stinking for 10 games straight. That was prime Ten Hag, and that's what Courtstar is calling out, you know. Yo, Cuddy, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Overhead Kick TV, you here?
Can you hear me?
Bro, it's like you're like underground,
bro. Is he using like a cannon string? Come on, Canny, bro.
Especially he was like, don't end the show yet. Pin the link. Bro, nah. That audio,
bro, give him one more chance. Give him one more.
That audio is totally crap. What did you say?
I said give him a chance. He might have fixed it.
All right. Let's see. You're right. Yo. Brother, I don't know. We can hear you. I can hear you, but the let me see if I can bring your volume up. All right, can you try and speak again?
Yo, can you hear me now?
It's a little bit better, but that's
Very
the
quiet.
highest
very
I
Okay,
think.
hang on. Okay,
your
hang
audio.
on. Let me come back in.
All right.
Let me come
Holland
back in.
But
performance right there.
but this is like when you know when you try and leave a family gathering and
Yeah.
like it takes ages to say bye. That's like you
Yeah.
ending the stream. And you're
And
like, bye.
your friends
And
are
there's
waiting
one
for you
auntie that's just
outside.
not. There's just one auntie that's not realizing. And when you're a kid, you hate it because you're just ready to go home. But then everyone, you have to talk to everyone
And then
to the point where
and then
you say bye to the
and you
same
make me
person like 2 or 3 times.
you get sent to do something
Or
like you're like, no, look, I've
or
been
the
wanting to
classic
go
one
out.
is, are you leaving? Are you leaving? Food is literally just coming now. Food is coming right now. And then you're like, I'll stay. Half an hour later, still no food.
Oh Lord, let's see. Let's try again. Cuddy, one last try. Wait, there's 2 Cuddys now? What's going on here? Yo, Cuddy, you back?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
better.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, coach? What's up, Doc? Boats, what's going on?
What's going on?
Easy. I just wanted to come address 2 things and start a fight.
Yeah.
But why you let the man be honest, bro? It's like this is what we wanted. You want somebody that's what? Like let him be. And he's not being too much, bro. He's being straightforward. You know what I'm saying? So we
Bro,
need that.
no, man. It's for me, it's trying to be
Yeah.
a media darling too much, bro. I
No,
want a
actually, he's
little
doing
bit.
the opposite, bro. He's frustrated with how much he has to talk in the media. If you look at his like body language, he doesn't want to be there. He's not even like media darling, nothing. He doesn't want to talk that much. Bro, homeboy is losing games. You think he wants cameras in his face and microphones?
Definitely not.
He's playing, yeah, he's just playing because United, we're such this entity that just wants to put to monetize every little thing. So he has to do those interviews. That's why he's speaking like just like nonchalantly now, like I'll just say it as it is. You know? Yeah, but like that's how I see it anyway. But like
Yeah.
on the Chido issue, I wanted to coach said like no, he shouldn't start. Da, da, da. I highly disagree, bro. You know what? I think it's time Rasmus sat down and he got the message that he's trash. It's time for Amirom to send a message to Rasmus like I'm starting a 17-year-old ahead of you because you're not giving us shit. He needs the bench treatment, bro. He needs to watch it and see a kid.
Like Rasmus has been stinking shit, but last performance he was just shit that one didn't stink. Like he's getting like a little bit like less worse every game.
Bro, it's
like,
because the longer you stay in a stinky toilet, it stops to stink, Botswana. He's been stinking up the place. Now you're trying to find positive
He's
out
saying
of it.
he's just used to the aroma now.
Yeah, he's used to the aroma now, bro. Like exactly.
No,
You know what I'm
the ball
saying?
should have arrived from Dalo. Don't act like Dalo was
It's
stinky.
like, hey, his feet don't stink too much. You've been in this room
No,
with
no,
him
no, no,
for
no,
40
no.
minutes. That's
It's
why.
shitty, but it don't stink right now. And bro, I promise, like he's incrementally getting a little bit better in positioning. You know. Like,
Coach,
so, and
what you got? Coach, what are you saying to this, man? Like, are you hearing this?
I don't think he's incrementally getting better.
In terms
I
of
don't see
positioning,
that.
you don't think like he improved versus Real Sociedad? He was in the
Nothing,
right
bro.
places.
Real Sociedad were just trash, to be honest.
Two
They made us
things
look
can be
decent.
true though as well. Like yes, Dalot was a criminal for not passing. Yes, Garnacho's a criminal for not passing. But also, Oiland, needs to improve. But
he needs to improve.
We're stuck with him till the end of the season.
This moment right here, that I don't know how you can explain it. If Holland had gotten the ball and then from there didn't score, then I wouldn't like defend him like I'm trying to right now. But bro,
Dalot's a criminal for that.
The real
Look at that
player
just
actually put the ball first time. They didn't even waste, and the Real Sociedad player is behind Man United defenders, and he still
Yeah.
managed to make a connection. Here, Rasmus
Yeah.
Højlund is virtually
No.
in front.
Ireland's positioning was as good as Bots's, where the way he positions the callers to make sure he's next to Dr. NHS.
Exactly.
I heard you guys there, Doctor here, all right?
You know what? Guys, what is wrong with you?
It's Ramadan. It's Ramadan. Be respectful. Come on.
No, and then Joe.
Are you a
first
Muslim?
April,
Oh, sorry,
I'm
you're
coming
Muslim,
back.
Doctor.
Yeah, I am.
Apologies,
1st April,
I
I'm
didn't
coming
realize.
back. 1st April, I'm coming back with all the replies I want. Don't worry, I'm saving it up. 1st of April, April Fool's Day. Be ready.
The purpose of fasting, no.
No, it
There you
does
go.
not. I've been
Is that how that works? I'm as in like I don't know. I'm asking. Is that how it works? You're just like
no. I'm just.
You're like. Is that
thing
the
is,
point of Ramadan so that you just can like as soon as Ramadan goes, you're just letting loose? Doesn't.
no.
I'm just saying.
The thing is, with me,
I'm asking questions.
what I do.
I'm asking questions.
Me personally, what I do is I just kick it down the road, and most likely by the next day I forget about it, so it wasn't that serious. That's why I say 1st April. Trust me.
Yeah, no, it's all
by
just
Monday
fine.
morning,
And to
I
be fair,
do not remember.
it's not. It's more aimed at bots than it is on you because you're not in control of your positioning on the screen. It's just very noticeable that whenever he scans more than he's scanning more than Maguire, just making sure that he can.
I don't want to win this agenda, Raj.
Yeah.
Big up, course, and yeah, shout out to Kari, shout out to you, Doctor. Doctor, I found something for you
What's that?
for Sunday.